Welcome back, everybody, to the Based Lesbian Podcast. I'm your host, Cara, and with me today is my lovely wife and co-host, Lee.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Beautiful. Today's episode's going to be a little different. I thought we could switch it up a little bit, spice it up a little bit, and talk a bit about religion and philosophy, because if y'all didn't know, Lee and I are this day's and age Aristotle and Plato. Like, we are
Totally.
philosophers. I'm just
Not
kidding.
to toot our own horns, but
We're the greatest minds of all time.
hello. Have you not heard us?
I'm only teasing, obviously. Just like everybody else, we don't really know shit. Nobody knows shit about shit.
It's fun to talk about it, though.
It is fun to talk about, and I feel like people need to have more of an open mind in this day and age. I feel like that's kind of the root of the problem here, especially why everything gets so fucking divided and angry at each other for being so divided. Like, both sides, the left and the right, are both fucking crazy. And most of us are in the middle.
True.
Most of us are questioning things. Most of us accept the things that we don't know. But then there's a lot of us that don't. And I think a big issue is with religion. I think people want to think that they know everything and that they're completely fucking right about if there is or isn't a God.
Y'all don't know shit.
No. Nobody knows shit about shit, dude. We make up everything. We've made up math. We've made up gravity. We've made up time. We've made up everything. Science.
Atoms.
Quarks. Have you seen a fucking atom or a quark? No. I don't think you have.
I would like to see the evidence.
Well, CERN, particle accelerator, they found the Higgs boson. Okay. Made up particles that we've put names to.
That make us feel better about the way the universe works.
Yeah, to try and make sense of this rock that we're all stuck on, this prison planet. That's a subreddit, by the way. That's kind of crazy if y'all ever want to go down the rabbit hole. Prison planet. Anyway, sidebar.
How to get out of the prison planet
I don't know.
has been, for the longest time, religion.
Yeah, no fucking shit. All of our rules that we have now of thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not steal, and whatever.
You should already know better than to
Bitch, we didn't.
We didn't know better.
We didn't.
That's why we had the Bible. That's why the Bible literally directed society and human civilization.
You think that now, in 2000 AD,
yeah,
people weren't fucking thinking that shit for
No.
thousands of years before.
human consciousness was evolving at that point, and like at such a pivotal point in time. And even prior to that, I'm sure ancient cultures had some kind of spirituality, like some kind of like worshiping. Well, there was paganism.
Well,
Duh.
Like in Mayans.
Yeah, just fucking.
Or
They were
another example.
worshiping like stars and stuff, and they were like astrologers. Yeah. Well, yeah, the sun is a star, according to our scientists that are also bought out by all these big corporations and shit. I'm sure not all scientists were bought out throughout history, but it just begs the question. It's like,
Galileo.
why do we? Well, yeah.
Literally fucking threatened with death for being like, maybe the universe doesn't revolve around the earth.
Or was that Copernicus? It was one of those. And then Galileo was like, I don't even fucking know. See, again, proving my point. I don't know shit.
But you know what I mean, guys. One of those dudes back then went against the government and was like, we're going around this sun.
The
star.
sun. No, nothing else. The planets don't revolve around Earth. We revolve around the sun. And he got fucking ousted for it. And then, however long later, his theory became the theory. Like, the proof that, oh, that's what we do in the solar system. But it's like, we're just two puny little specks on a rock.
Ants on a rock.
In space, going 1,000,000 miles an hour, just trying to make sense of things. And that's what religion is, too. And it just bothers me when I see so many people who are, like, really quick to just bash all religion and all spirituality and say all of it is just fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, really? Is it all bullshit, though?
I think that's really, you're kind of shitty.
Yeah.
If you're shitting on other people just trying to, like, better themselves. Because really that's, like, when you come down to it, that's what religion is about.
Right.
Or, like, it touts, at least. So, if you're shitting on, like, I just think you're shitty.
Yeah, I think you do.
If you shit on people who are practicing religion.
Like, actively shit on them. Like, call them names.
Like, think
and,
they're stupid.
Yeah, and think
like,
they're dumb.
It's...
Like,
Stop.
think you are literally holier than thou because you don't believe in what they believe in.
I don't believe the trope of organized religion.
Well, most rational people don't.
A lot of people know the scam of rational.
That doesn't mean that you don't need to fucking discredit what Jesus said in the Bible.
Right.
You're saying that what Jesus said in the Bible wasn't important.
Right.
Or still is not important to this day. You couldn't learn something from that.
Yeah.
I think not.
Well, and like you and I have had different perspectives on this because you grew up hella fucking Catholic.
Yeah.
Hella fucking Catholic. Going to Catholic girls' school, like going to mass, and all of this official Catholic shit.
Yeah, totally.
And
Communion, like, 2nd grade, I did the reconciliation.
I can't relate. I don't even know what that is.
Missed confirmation, though. Missed that.
Yeah.
I was woke back then. I was like, I don't want to give my life up to religion. I'm 14. Because that's what confirmation essentially means. You're going out into the world and you're preaching Jesus.
Oh, wow. So bad.
Yeah. Well, but at the time, I wasn't.
Well, you were young too. And
I was very metaphysical back then.
Yeah.
Still am.
Yeah.
I was more into the metaphysical side of it. I loved what Jesus was saying.
Yeah, Jesus
I
was
loved
a G.
what he was throwing down.
Yeah.
I loved me some Moses.
Yeah.
You know, some Noah.
Some parables.
You know.
I like them
the
stories.
Prodigal Son.
The Psalms, prayers.
Fucking David, King David.
Yeah, King David was my favorite.
Listen, all of these stories I listened to from my mother at a coffee shop on the way to school. Like, she would tell me just badass stories about King David with fucking Goliath and fucking...
a pretty lady who's in the window that he's looking at and he can't get...
Like, there's so many things that you can learn about, like, just the stories that are in the Bible.
Yeah.
And you don't need to shit on them. Like, you don't need to be
No.
like, this is an old 2,000-year-old book. Why is anyone paying attention?
Because society and all of humanity, well, the majority of humanity have followed this book and the practices and teachings of this book and have made society what it is today because of that book.
It's like if the Library of Alexandria were to just pop back into existence right now.
My God.
Are you really going to discredit everything that's in that library? Fuck no.
No.
You know what's going to be in that library? The Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yep. Well, and like, didn't it also have other religions and stuff? It had like, it was the largest library ever.
It was the largest library.
Yeah, so it had everything.
Treasure troves of knowledge we can't even conceive of, because that's where just all of it was pooled at the time.
And like, we're not even religious people now. Like, we don't go to church. We don't,
Nope.
do any of these religious rituals or anything like that or traditions. We're just people that are like, okay, religion's a fundamental part of humanity. Like, faith itself. Like,
I genuinely think that everyone inside them has a God-shaped hole.
yeah, you're not the first one to say that. A couple,
and it doesn't need to be like a God who's like a dude in the clouds with gray beard. Like, fucking, it doesn't need to be that. It can be a faith-filled hole that's in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that needs to be there.
Well, and if we're going to get metaphysical here, I showed you that video earlier today by After School.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to watch, it's on YouTube. After School 100 is their name. SKOOL is how they spell it. They had this video with this guy named Brian Marrakesh and Karen
Armstrong,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Brian Marescu, sorry. So this guy, Brian Marescu, and Karen Armstrong. Karen Armstrong wrote a book, and so did Brian Marescu, and they were just talking about God and what does it mean.
Karen is like one of the most renowned theologians, I think you would call it. She's she's put out so many books on theology, on religion, on metaphysics, on everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what she's committed her life's work to.
Well, it's just awesome. She just says a lot in the video, like the whole point of enlightenment is to get rid of the self and get rid of the ego, and that like God is within all of us because we are God and God is us. And like just that's a very metaphysical concept, because I'm sure a lot of like deeply religious people would be like, no, that's not true. God's a man in the sky and he protects us. And there's only one.
Stop. Expand your mind a little bit.
Just expand your mind a little bit.
Microdose on some shrooms.
And
have an experience.
Same goes for the atheist people that are like diehard atheists. There's nothing.
Bruh.
Weed mean nothing.
Bruh.
Faith is stupid and we're just going to all die and whatever.
Do you like living so nihilistically?
I don't know. My uncle's a fucking atheist, and he like has no fucking problem with it. And he
Yeah, but
grew
he
up
also
hella
doesn't
religious.
believe in marriage.
Yeah, doesn't believe in marriage. Doesn't believe in holidays. He
So
hates
how's
holidays.
he doing now?
Yeah, well, he's not doing great, but I love him to death. I want him to do well, and I'm not saying he should be religious, but it's like I don't know a happy atheist.
True.
I mean, I know a lot of agnostics, people who would probably consider themselves that, where they're
Yes.
questioning, where they're like, I don't really know, and I
Yeah.
don't care to
I don't
know.
give a shit if I hear someone be like, oh, I'm agnostic. Because in my head, I'm like, you're a reasonable person.
Yeah.
But as soon as I hear like atheist or evangelical Christian, I'm like, I think we need to pump the brakes a little, guys.
A little bit, but it's hard to like talk to people about this kind of subject because just like with everything, it's emotionally charged and people are tied to their faith.
Separate yourself. Well, guys, whenever you get emotionally charged, just step outside of yourself.
For a second.
Observe you tripping out emotionally. Like imagine your spirit just popping out of your body and be like, why am I getting triggered right now?
Why am I getting triggered?
Why is this body getting triggered? It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to happen. We're just here conversing about God and religion.
That's it.
And atheists I don't agree with, and the evangelicals I don't agree with. I think you all are a little bit nuts.
I just get tired of the people that act like they're 100% right about it.
Oh my God.
Like nobody knows the answers to everything. We do not know what happens when we die. Nobody fucking knows that except the people who have died. Period. Like you can believe the near-death experiences, which some of them are pretty cool and pretty wild if you go down that rabbit hole. But like, you can believe those or not, but at the end of the day, the near-death experiences are that person's perception of what death is like, truly. I mean, and then if you really want to get deep into it, it's like, those people are us, so we're experiencing death all the time. Mm-hmm. Just like we're experiencing birth all the time. Because death and rebirth are one and the same. I don't know. I really do have a problem with people who are like, it's not real or it's 100% this way. And if you don't believe it, then you're wrong. And I'm not saying like all religions are wrong. I think all of them are right. I think all of them are like
I think there are
the
some
same
that
at their core.
that are better than others.
Well, I think Scientology is 100% right.
Yeah, I think there are some religions that are more legit than others. I think if you say, I believe in science, you're fucking stupid because science is constantly evolving and changing.
Well, and we made up science.
Like, I think that's dumb.
We made it all up.
It's like okay, the Church of Science, that's great.
That's...
What did your Church of Science do recently? Fucking shove masks down people's throats.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It can be manipulated, y'all.
It
That's
can
all
be.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Stop shitting on religious people.
Yeah.
Church of the Scientific
Well, just stop
people.
shitting on each other. Like, can we just fucking...
Where's the love?
If someone just wants to believe in what they want to believe, I don't fucking care. And that person doesn't need to force it on anybody.
No.
Like, I wish we could get to a point in society where we just stop the tribalism. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I don't care about your politics. I don't care about what you believe. I'm going to do my own fucking thing. And I'm not here to convince you of anything. You're not here to convince me of anything.
Let's just leave each other alone.
And let us believe our own stuff.
Bitch.
But it was like annoying because I posted that JRE clip with Tom Dillon or whatever his name is.
Tim Dillon.
Yeah, and he was talking about how being trans and all this gender stuff is the new like goth. Like, and the rebels now are the straight-laced Christian religious kids
Yeah.
that do no wrong.
They're the ones getting bullied now.
And how people are gravitating towards all the woke stuff because people are less spiritual now, and the woke people are against religion and against all of that and tradition. And so they have to go to this new religion, this pseudo-religion of gender and sexuality and all this bullshit. And some of the comments that I got,
it's like
so
the
stupid.
absolute opposite of what religion is.
It's so dumb.
It's like intrinsic, narcissistic, ego self-worship.
And that's their shit, though. That's their religion and tribe. And then the comments that I got
Bro,
on that
pick a
video,
better tribe.
the comments I got on that video were people being like, well, but religion's always been about power and control and all this stuff. So, like, how can you compare that to wokeism and say that religion is not all about power and control and stuff?
Wrong.
Like,
Make the delineation between religion and organized religion. A. B. Religion has existed before Christianity, and things like Buddhism exist.
right. And Islam.
What power grab is there in Buddhism?
Right.
How are you getting powerful out of suffering
Right.
and having nothing? So I don't understand that.
No. Well, and like, if you look at the core of most religions, it's all about how to be a better person for your God or for your faith.
Yeah.
Like, how
And
to...
if you, thing people need to realize is that you need to go further. Like,
Yeah.
you need to go further into that. Like, it can be translated into, how can I be faithful to God? Like, how can I be faithful to myself in these tenets
Right.
that I'm trying to learn in life?
Right.
That's what you would take from it if you were critically thinking, okay? Are you understanding people out there? You can take these lessons for yourself. It's almost like you can learn from these examples.
Oh my God, a concept.
What? Could you believe it? The story of the prodigal son means something?
It do.
Fascinating.
Yes. Quite. No, for real though. Maybe that's why all the wokies and the lefties hate it so much, because it forces them to look inward.
To look at themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And try and actually make improvements in their life and be a better person.
Yeah, what if someone... Oh, God. You spring forth the 10 Commandments in this day and age, and everyone would fucking be lit on fire.
Which is like crazy to me.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor.
Literally everyone does that now because of social media.
Thou shalt honor thy mother and father.
Oh my God, no. They hate parents. They hate authority.
Yeah.
But it's weird. They hate authority only in the traditional sense, but like beg for it in the governmental sense and like the large sense.
Give me the government's teat, Daddy.
Oh my
Right.
God. Please give me my free money and so I don't have to get off my
Give me my
fat
stimulus
ass.
check. Go.
Please, so I don't have to work because I have anxiety.
Stop. Seriously, though, that's because of the self-worship.
It is, yeah.
It needs to stop.
Well, it's like the fat positivity and all that
Stop.
bullshit. Like, stop, dude.
Stop.
Just stop.
Stop. Can we get into that? Wait, just for a second, because Sydney Watson fucking got on a
God.
fucking plane and she was wedged between two fatties.
Obese motherfuckers, and they wouldn't move, and they wouldn't
She literally
change her
asked,
seat.
because they were brother and sister. She was like, "Can one of you guys move?" And they're like, "No."
And
I
of
don't
course,
think so.
they both bought the end seats and didn't care about who would be stuck in the middle of them.
Bro, she couldn't even put her armrest down.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm not going to accept your fatness. I mean, like, okay, look, if you're going to be fat, I don't care.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
your
don't
life.
expect me to be okay with it.
Exactly. And don't expect society
Don't
to
expect me-
accommodate for you.
or adhere to it.
No.
I'm
'cause
not.
we're-
No.
I don't want to get into a Wall-E universe. I don't want to do that. With fatties on scooters
We're
everywhere.
getting there, dude.
I know. Every fucking time I go to the store, there's some fatty in a fucking scooter. Every time.
It's growing
It
exponentially.
pisses me off because you know who actually needs those scooters? People with actual disabilities.
And old people,
And old people. Like, come on.
not a 400-pound 15-year-old.
Dude.
Not
Oh my
a
God.
1,000-pound sister.
For real. Oh, my God. I gotta get my sooty pop.
With her beluga whale forehead.
If you know who we're talking about. If you know, you know. But for real, it's all of this stupid, like, accept yourself no matter what, and you never have to change. Love yourself. Well, that's true. Also understand that you have a shadow side, you have a dark side. Everyone has shit about them that could be better.
Have some shame.
Please.
Please.
Look inside yourself and get rid of that ego, because the more we entertain it, the bigger the egos get, and the worse society is, because nobody can fucking just humble themselves and stop getting triggered.
Why is that, y'all? Why can't y'all just relax? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Come on.
Come on, man. Let's just sing Kumbaya around the fire and smoke some weed.
And, like, talk about aliens and religion and fucking philosophy. Come on.
The philosopher.
Come on. Why can't we do that?
Because
the atheists immediately come in, wee woo, God doesn't fucking exist. Fuck you.
You're fucking dumb if you believe in God.
Anytime religion or anything religious is like trending on Twitter, all of it is filled with fucking atheists.
All of it. I'm like, you don't know
I
everything,
can't believe
bro.
fucking Jesus saves is fucking trending again. Jesus saves my ass. Hail Satan.
Like, that's the shit that you see on Twitter right now, dude.
It's crazy. Well, and like, it's just, people are so dumb to think that if you trash an older religion like Christianity or Judaism or whatever that have been here for thousands of years, if you trash it, then no other religions are going to come out from that. There's always going to be religion and faith.
Duh.
100%.
People have been trashing religion and fucking Kwanzaa came out.
Yeah.
People were trashing religion actively and Kwanzaa was made.
Yeah. In the 60s or whatever, right?
60s or 80s, I can't remember
Something
which
like
one. Recently, it existed.
So fucking dumb, dude. I don't get it. Like,
just let people believe in what they want to believe in. It's like everybody is in their own separate car, but they're all getting to the same destination.
Right.
Like, just let people drive their path, y'all.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing.
Yep.
And maybe you'll learn a little bit.
As long as they're not hurting anybody or themselves, then what's the big problem?
Yep.
What do you gain from trying to tell off some dude on Reddit or Twitter about your religious beliefs because you're a know-it-all? What do you have to gain from that? Literally nothing.
Fucking ego points.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I won the debate. I won the
debate and go jack off in the corner for like 5 seconds.
I defeated him with my 190 character count on Twitter.
That's how dumb it all
That
is.
fucking simp will never be seen on this fucking site again.
All religion is bad, and therefore I'm vindicated and telling everybody that all religion is bad. Even though it gives people purpose and drives society to do good things.
Like, what about metaphysics? And then you bring up metaphysics with people who think about that, and they're like,
What, like ghosts?
Yeah.
you are so 1D.
Honestly, like, open your fucking mind. Just a little bit.
You don't even know!
Just a little bit.
Avatar: The Last Airbender was getting it right.
Yeah, man.
You don't even think about that, huh?
Oh, such a good
You
show.
didn't even give
such a good,
that
such a good
guru
show.
with the banana and the onion fucking... You didn't give that character any credence.
No, you didn't.
Talking about the block chakras.
Oh, God. Awesome
That
show.
shit's real.
So good. Well, and this is it. This is
Oh,
the
you
problem.
talking about crystal healing?
Oh my God. Well, this is the problem with people getting so disconnected from nature. Like, we're in these fucking concrete cities. Nature's dying. We're polluting
We're on
the
our
ocean.
phones. We
We're
never
on
go
our phones.
outside.
We never get sunlight. Like, for all of human history, we were worshiping, like, the sun and the earth for giving us food.
We were
and, like,
showing
water.
our buttholes to the sun.
If y'all haven't followed that guy on fucking Instagram, carnivore.
There's a few of them now.
There's a few people now that are joining this movement where they think
Show
that,
your booty hole to the
like,
sun,
literally
guys.
exposing your naked butthole to the sun.
5 minutes a day.
It's supposed to be, like, really revolutionarily great for you. I have not done that
It'll
yet.
increase your testosterone. It'll make you last longer in bed.
It'll make you an alpha male.
Wow. That's definitely a type of faith.
What? Worse? Sunning your asshole?
Believing that sunning your asshole is doing anything.
Man, I
Hey.
feel like even atheism is a faith because you're
It
having
is.
faith to nothing.
Yep.
You're like firmly believing that there's nothing. We matter absolutely nothing. Like we don't matter at all. That's your faith.
I notice older people never have that faith. It's normally just like younger people. Like
Yeah, because
teens,
when you're older,
20s, and maybe 30s. But
When-
like
yeah,
after that, you know.
when you're older, you come to terms with your mortality. You're
And you have
dying,
kids.
and you have kids,
You have a family.
and you
have
see life,
meaning.
and yeah,
Almost like that thing that the Bible was touting about to get married and then have kids and then
I wonder if they're onto something.
wow.
It's almost like people need meaning in their life more than going to work for 40 hours a week at a stupid job and
Punching
like
in and punching out.
talking on Discord for 7 hours and thinking you're doing good in life. I don't know where I was going with that. That was dark. But
All you fucking Discord people, you guys are fucking pathetic.
I've been seeing a lot of memes about Discord server like
I don't
mods and
even
stuff.
know what Discord is. And
It's like
I
a
think you're
stupid
fucking
Reddit.
stupid.
Yeah. No, but like people need purpose in their life. That's why people gravitate towards religion. That's why they gravitate towards wokeism and identity politics because they want to feel like they mean something.
My 1/16th Cherokee that shows in my cheekbones is incredibly important for me to put in my taxes.
I used to be like that. I used to tell I'm part Native American,
Yeah,
and then
then
I
what
did.
happened?
Then I did my DNA results, and it was like 0.02%.
My stepdad said the same thing. He literally would go around like, you're all just a bunch of pale-faced squaws. And then he fucking did like a fucking 23andMe, and he's like nothing. No
It's like
Native
from Appalachia.
Appalachia inbred motherfuckers.
He thought he had like Apache in him or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he thought he was
Really,
part Apache.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke. But that was literally me too. I was like, I'm part Native American, and therefore I identify with the indigenous people's struggles.
That's definitely a belief.
Oh God, that was so cringe.
Damn.
Back when I was woke,
Woo.
and now I'm awake.
Not me,
That's the
man.
difference, man.
It was always like, I'm a Mick.
Yeah, you're fucking Irish as shit. All your family.
AF.
Yeah.
Hence the Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all my family. There's no one who is pro-choice, I don't think.
No, but you do have cousins that are Scientologists. Like actual Scientologists. Like they've literally donated millions of dollars to the Church of Scientology.
Yo, does anyone else's family have Scientologists in them?
Let us know in the comments below.
How do they act? Because my family acts very normal.
They're really nice people. I would not assume
Because they're
that...
buying their way into heaven.
Yeah.
Not even heaven.
Yikes.
They're buying their way to level 8 so that they can find out that they got little aliens living inside of them.
Oh my god.
That's what the fuck that's... So sorry. Should we put a spoiler alert for anyone who adheres to Scientology who's listening?
It's a whole
I think
bunch
I
of
just
bullshit.
spoiled it for you.
The secret to heaven.
Don't even get me started with Mormons and salamanders.
Oh my god.
I know that's fake. I know it's not real. I watched the Netflix
I
documentary.
knew a lot of Mormons though, dude, and they are
all nice.
weird. They're weird.
Every Mormon I've met has been incredibly nice, and they save up like 2 or 4 years worth of food.
That's true. I
So
forgot
if the
about
apocalypse ever happens, y'all, and you know a Mormon, you know who you're rating first.
that. I just knew some Mormons growing up that like had to wear the special underwear and like
You're hella Mormon though to do that.
yeah, they were pretty like hardcore.
Pretty like
And they have to donate to the church
Weird.
like every single month and like get married at the church and do all this stuff.
No. See, this is like the organized religion I ain't cool with. I'm not down for that.
Yeah, I'm against organized religion in pretty much every single fucking sense. Like, I don't like the fucking Islamists that are telling women they have to wear burqas and shit. And
Or else
that they're-
die.
Yeah, or else die. Or bomb things in their own countries. Because, you know, they didn't bomb 9/11. Bush did 9/11. But anyway.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. That's an old
What happened to
4chan
building
post.
number 7, dude?
Build it, motherfucker! I was telling that to all of my high school friends, and they were like, "What? What's building number 7?" I'm like, "Bitch,
Do your
you are
fucking
not
research."
on my conspiratorial level."
Yeah, do your fucking research before you wear that tinfoil hat, motherfucker.
You ain't part of our community.
See, now we're doing the same thing that the religious zealots do to everyone else. Is that you're not welcome in my community if you aren't a Christian. If you don't believe. What even is this episode? What even?
This is a fucking whatever
It's
episode,
a
dude.
smorgasbord of.
Smorgasbord?
Is that how you say it?
I think it's smorgasbord.
What?
Smorgaborgadinga.
Hinga dinga durgan.
It's Leif Erikson Day.
Anyway.
Seriously, though, to bring it back around, people who don't believe in metaphysics also fuck off.
Open your mind.
Open your
Take
third
some
eye.
shrooms.
I'm joking.
That's
Don't
another
fuck
thing,
off,
though.
But still.
That's another thing, is if you all want to get conspiratorial, why are shrooms, weed, DMT, ayahuasca, and LSD and acid, why are they all illegal? Like, highly illegal.
When given to, like, terminal dying patients, they make them comfortable with death.
And, like, give all these
Beneficial
psychedelics,
side effects.
all these psychedelics, with, like, the exception of maybe acid, give people, like, really pleasant, well, sometimes crazy spiritual
Experiences. Yeah. Just depending on the set and setting. Yeah.
Right.
Like, if you're really going into it with a good mindset, like,
And they
you
open
will
your
have
mind.
a religious experience.
Yeah, they open your mind, and that's why they're illegal.
Yeah.
But that's why things like alcohol
literally,
are legal.
Yeah.
Because it poisons you, makes you die quicker.
It dumbs us down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's been dumbing us down for a millennia.
Yeah.
For longer than that. It's like in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. They
What's
used soma. Like, they just, like, injected a mist into the air.
Yeah.
And it would just pacify entire mobs of people.
Or even we just watched that movie last night, Equilibrium,
Yeah.
which is a Matrix knockoff. But it's pretty good. I liked it. Where it's a dystopian reality where they drug people up to keep them from not feeling any emotion at all.
To avoid war.
To avoid war and conflict and everything. Because when we let our emotions get the better of us, that's why we have war. That's why we have conflict. That's why we had crusades and killed people over
That's
stupid
true.
shit.
Though, like, that's true. But, like, that's why we need to have a little more God in our lives. That's why we gotta bring it back to spirituality.
Faith.
Gotta stop being all about yourself.
Have faith
All
in
about the
something bigger
likes.
than you.
All about the likes. How many likes am I gonna get?
Yeah.
How many views am I gonna get? It's not about that. This life isn't about. This life is not about that.
Yeah. We're just being conditioned for the social credit score stuff.
Word.
Because how popular you are in this digital metaverse will be your social currency and your status in society.
I say nay.
Fuck that. Let me have my little garden out on our plot of land in the mountains where we just chill out.
Yep. With our 8 kids.
I thought it was 10.
Oh, I had cut it in half to make you feel comfortable.
Oh, half. So
Yeah.
we were going to have 16.
Woo!
To surmise, this is a crazy episode.
We're just talking, man.
We're just talking.
If you don't like it, tune off.
Get out of here! Leave! We don't need you here! We're just chatting! Having a grand old time, okay? What?
Well, that concludes today's episode. Today's riveting, thought-provoking, wise, and very intellectual conversation.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll go into ghosts.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll go more in depth if you guys like this topic. If you guys want to talk about it more. We'll
I mean,
talk
if
about it
not,
more.
we're going to talk about it more. Yeah. So, like, I've got a lot of ghosty experiences.
And with that, we will be back next week with some current events from the Twitter, the twit space.
The twat space.
Not like anyone's really on there
twits
besides
from
bots.
The twats.
The twits from the twats.
There we go.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, bye.